Hey, it's Terri Murphy with Tuesdays with Terri, your communication and presentation skill person who wants to help you be the rock star of your next presentation. And whether it's on a stage, whether it's person-to-person sales meeting, team leaders meeting, a group at church, you've got to present the best part of you to keep them in attention, less distracted, and there that they get something for them. Because at the end of the day, if they don't hear you, they can't really do anything with you or for you. So the idea is, how can you perfect how you connect with other people? And you've heard me talk about generational dynamics and gender dynamics, conversational intelligence, emotional intelligence, DISC, neurolinguistics. I mean, there's 100 ways for us to connect. But at the end of the day, people want to do business or be friends with or be in love with someone they know, like, and trust. So let's talk about referrals. My good friend Bob Berg wrote this book, Endless Referrals, several years ago. We've been friends forever. And the fun thing about Bob is that he talks about the golden rule, which is to be seen, valued, and heard. And on page 59, he talks about just designing a simple little card that acknowledges people. So I did exactly what he said. I built one. It's 8.5. It's just this little, it fits right in an envelope. Or you might want something that's specialized. In this case, mine says Grazie. Or you might want just to have one that has your logo on it. But at the end of the day, seen, value, heard. So let's just say you meet someone at an event. And if I say the word networking, you roll your eyes and you go, oh, I know, I'm supposed to be chatty and ask them questions and look attentive and try not to be distracted or rubberneck, which impacts your influence. Really, at the end of the day, if you're meeting someone and they cross your path in this life, there's a reason. And maybe that person has a service that you can refer to other people in your network. So when Bob said, get yourself a little note card, how do you like the big hair? That was kind of a long time ago. And acknowledge the meeting. So if you take a business card, now you have decided in yourself to be impeccable with your word, and you will respond to that after the event, as opposed to putting all those cards in your pocket and then thinking you're going to put them in your CRM and end a story. No, it's sort of like a bottle of wine. You put it back in the cellar and you forget about it until you need it. No, what we ask you to do is to consider this. Drop a note. Hey, it was great to meet you at the recent such and such meeting. It was great stopping and seeing you at the such and such restaurant. Let me know the best way to support your services to my sphere of influence. Nowhere did it say, send me your referrals or any of that. It's just like, in my case, I would say, I love meeting people that help other people. Let me know how I can best support you. Well, that opens the door to continued communication, because referrals are just communication that is consistently I would say, expanded, because you continue to nurture the relationship. Some people you may never hear from. Some people will be impressed and they will send you a note back. I recently did this with a gentleman who I really have, in my line of work, don't have a lot of connection for him. But in the event that I did, I know someone who does his specialty of work. And so it's not unusual for me to literally create a connection for him that will help him with his business. I'm not looking for any kind of compensation or revenue share. My goal is to connect people with other people. So when you build referrals, you build friends who are people that have a service that maybe you don't offer, but is peripheral. Maybe it's a strategic partner. But the important thing is to continue to support that communication. I would start off in writing, because it's pretty rare. I would look at it as depending on their strategic support for your type of business. We have a program we call your VIPs, the top 50 people that you want to work with, and you make sure that you touch base several times a year. Now, ideally once a month, but you don't want them to file a restraining order if it's not that kind of relationship. But birthdays, anniversaries, successes on LinkedIn, if they publish something, acknowledge. Because when you acknowledge, you are bringing communication up to where we say seen, value, and heard, which creates relationships, which creates trust, which creates referrals, which creates a rich and beautiful network of people who help other people, especially if you're that resource. If you're looking for ways to improve how you connect with people, whether it's personal relationships, business relationships, jurors, judges, teachers, if you're a teacher, speakers, whatever, you need to have specific awareness of what you do and how you do it. And we're here to help. You can just email me and get my book. It's 10 tips to be the rock star of your next presentation. It's absolutely with my compliments. Just email me at terrimurphy.com, and I'll see you next Tuesday with more tips on how you can be irresistible from any platform. Have a great week.